y'all boy Floyd is name ringing bells again. I mean, he be an attention whore that he is. So check it out. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification. Increase chance get notifications when we go live or drop video. So let's see what our good brother. This should just keep on running. See what our good brother Floyd had to say. So, matter of fact, I don't know what the hell that was, but hold on. See what the good brother Floyd had to say.
Professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
Hold on.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. I feel good. Working hard each and every day, and I can't wait for 2026.
So, okay, ain't ruling out. There's been talks. I know it was talks about, him fighting Barrios. That was also being talked about. So, yeah, there's been, some talks about him, doing some fights, professional fights. Now, I heard that through the grapevine that Turkey wants to do him and Terrence Crawford. That's a rumor that's going around here, but he offering $100 million to Floyd Mayweather. That's the rumor, but I'm like $100 million ain't enough. He gonna have to up that offer. But I do know what talks about him fighting Mario Barrios. Pacquiao came in, probably was a little bit more reasonable. I know he has, kind of don't really want to fight, under Al Heyman. It ain't per se about the record. It's more about he don't want really, Al allegedly taking a percentage of his check and holding it and all that type of stuff. So but yeah, I mean, time will tell. So be it. In my mind, I don't feel like that fight is going to come off between him and Mike Tyson. I just have a feeling. I don't know. It's just a feeling. But if it do happen, obviously he's planning on having the active 2026. If you do a professional fight, I doubt if it's versus Manny Pacquiao. I doubt if it's, I think it'd be somebody like maybe, I'm guessing maybe a guy like Rolly, which, who knows? Rolly is rumored to be fighting Manny Pacquiao next. Who knows? It may be a crossover fight with an MMA fighter, but for the most part, people who make smart business decisions, they don't have to continue to fight, to make a living. And, you could say, well, maybe Floyd's bored or that nigga needs the money. That's just what it is. Got held up in Dubai. He gonna lie about all that type of stuff and whatever, so be it. But if you come back and do a professional fight, shout out to him. That's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. But unfortunately, a lot of these dudes don't know, for the most part, when to hang it up. It's an addiction. When you've been doing it your whole life, it becomes an addiction. Maybe, exhibition with Roy Jones may also be in the line in the line for him as well too. So, him and Roy had some words, honestly, we thought this chapter was over, once he fought Pacquiao. Excuse me. We actually can move on. But for the most part, that ain't, pretty much that ain't even the situation. We still having to worry about Floyd Mayweather doing his thing, but I only can tell y'all what I heard. Now, it won't be a guy like Adrian Broner. It won't be a guy like I don't think it'll be a guy like Terrence Crawford either. Unless it's monster money, I just don't really see that pretty much happening. Could it be a rematch versus Canelo Alvarez? I doubt it. I just know probably 9 times out of 10, a person that he come and actually do a fight with, it won't be a melanated person. That's my opinion on it. It won't be a melanated person, but I could be wrong. But I don't think it'd be Crawford in the 100 M's. You know, when Canelo got 150, I don't even think that's speaking Floyd's language. So, but that's been the good rumor. But other than that, yeah, come back. Come on back. You know, Roy Jones couldn't leave it alone. Still can't leave it alone. You know, you just gotta wonder. You know, some. You know, that mean they really love the sport of boxing. But I don't even know about those fights, honestly. So I couldn't tell you nothing there. All I know is about those fights. That's what's been discussed. That's what's been talked about. Uh, but um, but yeah. But other than that, I don't know who he can come back and fight. My guess, if he do fight Mike, it might be a rollout after that with Roy Jones Jr. And then after that, it's probably a Rizzy after that. So that's the only thing I honestly can think of. But at the end of the day, I feel like he need the money, and I mean, I ain't knocking nobody for it. You know, it's tough times, inflation eating up, or there's an addiction there. You know, you hear stories about the strip club and all that type of stuff. So, um, but you know, that's something that for the most part, the brother gonna have to figure out. But when this generation, didn't do what they were supposed to do, and then really can't say nothing about it. All they just didn't handle the business in the way they were supposed to handle the business and fight each other. There wouldn't be no room for him to come back, or at least come back without having to see one of them. Now they have, that he can come back and do whatever you want. Maybe a crossover fight, maybe an MMA fight. Um, but for the most part, he can do what the fuck he want to do because of the landscape in boxing. And Netflix would love to have him. Netflix would love to have him and Mike, and for him, Netflix, unless they put up a lot of money up front, Netflix probably ain't even in the running. He want to throw this on pay-per-view. But guess what? At the end of the day, man, I'm stopping at the buffoonery fights, and that's exactly what this is. This is a flat out buffoonery ass fight. And they'll talk about the week before, but I think also kind of seeing what happened with Mike and Jake Paul and Chavez, and I heard Bud said that it looked like Chavez was pulling punches, pulling back. We all know he's pulling back, but people like fake shit. Let's call it what it is. People like fake shit. People like fake shit. That's what people need to realize. People like fake shit. So all this, even in, people watch these reality TV shows, and now 20-some years, almost 30 years later, we know it's fake, but people still eat it up. They love drama, even if it's manufactured drama. They love it. So even if they know these fights is fake with Jake Paul, it doesn't matter. For them, they love them. They, even if the drama is real, if the fight is real or fake, they don't care, because most people is fake. Most people personas are embedded online, but if you meet them, they ain't got none of the curves, none of the personality, none of the charisma. They can throw out all these, these ideas and these rules and these guidelines. Think about that dude from Fresh and Fit, Myron. You think he really like that with the hoes? Absolutely not. It's a persona. It's a persona. Most of these dudes, they have a persona. It's not who they really are in real life. Anybody behind this computer screen can be anybody that they choose or really want to be. But so be it. But Floyd, I mean, he come back, do his thing. People, a lot of his diehard fans, when you speak facts about his career, like, how is he the greatest? And he didn't fight niggas. He didn't fight other black fighters. They was trash or they were bum. Like, come on now. How you the best? And you didn't fight black people. He wouldn't even, he have an exhibition with black people. That's what I be saying. You know, people got to call it what it is. Floyd wasn't Floyd. Floyd was the greatest matchmaker. You want to know if you don't believe me? Look at in the way. Look at in the way he the device and how he got it Tank and how Tank moving. That's exactly how his career was. He just was convinced by a couple other people to take bigger fights. Like Jay Prince convinced him to take Jay Prince can convince him to take the Diego Corrales fight. He said Floyd was like, no, he was scared to fight Diego. Nigga's a bitch. I keep telling y'all, dog. Ain't no greatest fighter in the world walking around with 20 security guards. You know, even Muhammad Ali was shaking. He had that much security around him. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Appreciate the love, support. Hit the link tree. Peace.